This is Ryan Gardner, Re-Education of a Nation. I really want to take my time to give a shout out to the community group in Charles City County, C5, Concerned Citizens of Charles City County. They have been doing an excellent job at educating their citizens on the current proposed gas plants in Charles City County. Now, no, a lot of residents aren't on the same page. Some see it as a good thing, some see it as a bad thing, some see it as there's nothing there, so let's get something there. And I truly get it. I really do. But I pray that hopeful dialogue will come forward soon and we all come to a common accord on what is good, what is bad, and what's best. And when I say what's best, from everything that I can see, I understand revenue. I truly understand revenue. But what I do not understand is the fact that we are so quick to sell our souls and our health down the tubes. Now, of course, they're looking for other options. They're looking for other ways to generate revenue. And by all means, let's brainstorm and come up with it. Is Charles City a prime place for these power plants? Unfortunately, looking at the tract, yes, it's along the pipeline. It's near a substation. It's got all the wonderful things that Virginia Power and other companies are looking for to build. However, why is it that it's always in areas that are of low income that we're trying to do things like this? See, if you look at the history of locales, and I've spoken about this time and time again, it's called death by mineral. And what typically happens is there's something in the ground or something there that they can buy for cheap, be it land, be it air permits, be it whatever. And after a while, no one really realizes how much money came out of the ground or how much money was generated by these projects because the local community was so small and they were minorities 9 times out of 10 with an income that was not comparable to their localities, that it slipped through the cracks. And so they settled for something better than nothing or something that was better. The reason why I'm talking about C5 tonight is because they've taken a lot of heat and they have had a lot of things said about them negatively about those who are trying to diminish the honesty behind their work. There are people questioning people's motives. There are people trying to sit there and say that they're not, they're this and they're that. Let me be the first to say BS. I want to clear the air right now. If someone has a personal agenda, I've never seen it, and I know most of these people, and they're good people, and they're trying to do what's best for the citizens. No one wants to increase or decrease the land value by the way of an industrial section. No one wants to sit there and destroy the beautiful landscape for a power plant or increase the risk of cancer or particulates in the air that you can't see but your lungs and your body ingest. Now, one of the reasons why I want to really bring this to the forefront is this. We just had a situation where the city of Richmond or whoever it is was dumping raw sewage into the river. However it happened, be it floods, be it whatever, raw sewage was seeping into the James River. This is the same place where kids are performing rowing competitions. People who are swimming in triathlons are in this water. People who are kayaking are in this water. People are fishing and eating the fish from this river. How can we think that this is okay? Then you've got issues with coal ash, coal dust. The list goes on and on and on, and not to mention the fact that the Keepone has moved further down the James from the DuPont spill initially in Hopewell, Virginia, decades ago back in the 70s. How can we keep on allowing pollution to infiltrate our beautiful landscape and do nothing about it because of $1. I understand we got to have money. I understand we got to have jobs. I understand nothing is free. But at what point is your health more important than being able to buy the next pair of shoes? Or when is your health more important than a politician getting elected and getting money donated to them by people like Dominion Virginia Power, by people who have interest in just lining their pockets and making sure you're in your deathbed, and they don't care? See, this is why community groups like Charles City C5 is so important, because they're there. They're on the ground. They have skin in the game, as one of my good friends like to say. This county has been beat upon, abused, and not taken care of by people who were hired to do just that for the residents. And now we have a group that's standing up. They're in constant contact with outside sources in other counties, and they're trying to sit there and say to the world, we want better, but we don't want better at the cost of killing ourselves. The cancer rate in Charles City is through the roof. People can sit there and say and argue with me, oh, it's because of this, it's because of that. Yeah, it's a lot of factors. But what else is going on? It's got a landfill there, a massive landfill. Okay, there are other ecological things going on, and no one wants to talk about them. They just want to keep putting band-aids over the issue and just saying, oh, it's okay, we need revenue, we need revenue. It breaks down to two categories: those that have it and those that don't. The have and the have-nots. The bottom line is, last time I checked, when you went into the ground, nobody cared what your net worth was. When you go to the hospital, nobody gave a damn how much you made outside of that deathbed. And this group is fighting to make sure that the people of this county get a fair shake, which has not happened. Let's be perfectly honest. It has not happened. Such rich history and such the ability to have great things. Now, there are hurdles. Let's not cover it up with anything crazy. There are hurdles that need to be crossed. But there also have been people who have come to this county with motives to destroy it, rip it apart, and tear the people apart. What do you want them to do? Would you like them to sit there and not say anything and just let it happen? Or would you like this group to advocate for you and your children? See, what I've noticed, and I'm going to jump to another topic, is for some strange reason, we the voters have allowed these corrupt, self-centered, self-serving politicians to propagate. And now they're like an invasive species. They're just growing and growing, and we haven't done anything to stop them. We haven't done anything to slow them down. We haven't done anything to stunt their growth. One of the issues that I have is the fact that the DNC, a representative of the DNC, openly said that a bill to increase the pay for, I believe, first responders throughout the state was shot down. Well, I'm sorry, by sheriff's department was shot for the sheriff's department was shot down because so many of Virginia's local sheriff's departments said we will not enforce your Second Amendment violations. They told the state, and every county in Virginia, almost, I'll say 95% of the state said, no, we're going to be sanctuaries. Keep that foolishness where you are. That's a violation of my constitutional rights. And we will not put our deputies in harm's way or our people in harm's way for your democratic foolishness. The DNC has lost their damn mind. And I'm going to say this. When you don't listen to the people who pay your bills, it's time for you to go. It is. You're regulating something that doesn't need to be regulated. You're putting a band-aid over a much bigger issue, and then to slap people in the face that are protecting your sorry ass, you're literally telling them that they will not get a raise because they didn't follow what you wanted to do as a violation of their constitutional rights. So you're punishing those for doing your job and following the Constitution that you refuse to follow. See, what we need to really focus on is the fact that the people are terrified that if we give you bastards an inch, you'll take a mile. First, it's 1 gun a month or 2 guns a month. Then it's registering your weapon. Then it's this. Then it's that. But it's amazing how you're so scared of guns, but you're protected by them. You're so terrified of guns, but you want 19-year-olds to go overseas or sign up for your National Guard and tote them like they're toy weapons. See, you're speaking, but you're not hearing the BS that you're shoveling. I'm appalled at what we as a state and nation have allowed our politicians to get away with. And what we need to start doing is, if they don't stick to what they say, if they're taking the money, we need to show them that we mean business, and you only get that one term. That one term, you gotta go. Because you broke the rule, you lied. And we need to start holding these crooked politicians and self-serving lawmakers to their own rules. I don't even know what to say, because it's pissing me off, the fact that we cannot get them to listen to the people who put them in office. And there's so many different things that we could talk about, but we're not going to get on all that tonight. What I want you guys to understand is we have to put a stop to it. We have to. There's going to be so many more topics to talk about. There are going to be different things I want to discuss, and we're going to sit there and we're going to let you guys respond to us. Tell us what you want. Tell me what you want to talk about. Hit me up. We're looking for people to interview. We're looking for people to talk to. We're doing so many different things now, but we want to hear from you, the people. We want to hear from what you have to say. Do you like your representatives? Yes or no? Tell me what county. Tell me what state. Let's put them on blast. Let's make them answer the call to the people that represent them. Your tax dollars pay these fools' salaries. And for them to sit there and support laws that hurt you, that don't help you, what was the point? This isn't about red or blue. This is about the haves and the have-nots. This is about the supposed disappearing middle class that no longer exists, because the haves want the have-nots all to be in one group, because they can control you, manipulate you, and make you their subjects. Isn't that what it's about? Isn't that the purpose of 2A? So that if someone goes too far, the citizens have the ability to protect themselves from tyranny and anarchy, from people abusing their powers, which is what the forefathers sought to prevent. We have to do a better job at not being ignorant to the fact. Just like ignorance of the law is no excuse for breaking the law, ignorance to your politicians is no excuse for not knowing their shortcomings and holding them accountable for their dastardly deeds that they do, and their selfish intent to sit there and keep the population under their thumb. This is the greatest country in the world. And if you don't support that, leave. But in order to believe that, you have to vote, you have to be a part of the system, and you have to sit there and tell people how you feel. And if something's not right, if these people aren't doing their jobs, we have to hold them accountable. And that is the essence of C5. Holding the board of supervisors and all those representatives accountable for their lives, the growth of their county, and the demise of their county. Take a minute, think about it. take a deep breath. And I want you guys to really understand how important it is to be a part of this great nation and how we need to stop the corruption at the top and at the bottom. This is Ryan Gardner, Reeducation of Nation, guys. Hit me up, reeducation.nation@gmail.com. We're on Facebook, Instagram, always posting quotes. Like it, love it, share it. This is our YouTube channel. And as always, think with this, not with these. Peace.